Anthony Devlin here alongside
James Price
with another video installment of DWI Wrestling. This one match featuring the Throwback Leo Brien versus the Journeyman Mike Patrick. This one should be a modern classic. These guys right here, they're old school as they come.
Our semi-main event. Now we have Jerome Hendricks on the outside. Came out with Michael Patrick, both of them very good friends, tag team partners.
All three of these guys harken back to
the golden era, the golden age of wrestling.
Thank you. Do you think that we're that close that you could finish my thought process like that?
Starting over, right?
No, that's fine. We don't need to start over. Just don't do that again. I'm going to punch you in the back of the forehead. No. In the back of the forehead. Anyway.
Yeah.
Mike Patrick calling for a test of strength. Leo Brien not afraid to indulge him in that. Mike Patrick backing up. Playing mind games with the young Leo Brien. Brien only been on the scene about the last year and a half. Still a little new to the business as far as it goes. I mean, but making a pretty good name for himself, going up and down the 95 here, up down all up in the Panhandle, Georgia, South Carolina. He's definitely getting around, thus earning himself that name, the Throwback. I mean, other than the fact that he looks like he just stepped out of the TARDIS.
He really does. He looks like a product of 70s era wrestling. And these people appreciate that.
Well, not only does he have that look, but his style in the ring sure does harken back to those times. As you stated earlier, Jerome Hendricks out there accompanying Mike Patrick out to the ring. Jerome, as old school as it gets himself. I mean, I myself am a big fan of Jerome Hendricks.
And alright, looks like Mike Patrick's going to be getting back in the ring eventually. So we can resume this contest.
Again, getting in the mind of the young guy. You know, like the 5 rings, Musashi, you know. Make your opponent angry. They get frustrated and you can have your way with them. You get in their head. Mind games, you know. Don't always have to be the biggest, the strongest. Sometimes just being the smartest is good enough.
I think you've proven that time and time again. Got a nice arm bar going on here. I'm sorry, that's a wrist lock. Now it's an arm bar.
Controlling Mike Patrick there at the ground, but I honestly don't think that Mike Patrick's too bothered being in this position, just taking his time, not wasting any energy, and simply just like that, handful of hair, putting Leo back to the ropes. A couple big forearms, punch to the face. Big reverse.
A nice big shoulder tackle. Leo Brien trying to trip him up. And
some real agility showed by the big guys there, huh?
that was a beautiful arm drag. I am speechless at this display of wrestling skill.
A little lucha there for your trouble when we're talking about them being old school. All of a sudden, some lucha.
Students of the game. Students of the game.
Big knee dropped into that bicep. That sure does hurt.
Once again, Leo Brien just
Tear the muscles right off the bone doing that.
again controlling Mike Patrick, keeping him on the ground, and just as I say that, he gets up.
No wasted energy. Crowd having their way out there with Jerome Hendricks. He's asking them to please leave him alone.
Mike Patrick looking for a rope, looking for something to grab onto.
in our previous show, Leo Brien took on Jerome Hendricks in a one-on-one competition, defeating him. Leo Brien in the last several months rolling off some serious, impressive victories. And if he can win this match here today, it will make him the #1 contender for the DWI Heavyweight Championship. Still held, incidentally, by the 7-footer monster. 7 foot, 400 pounds.
That is a... Monster is definitely the only word I would use to describe him.
I know these guys really want this victory. Would propel them to that #1 shot, or that #1 spot for the shot at the title. But to be honest, a victory is almost like a punishment, because if you win, then you have to face Monster for the title.
I mean, that's just a position I think nobody wants. Oh!
There, that's some ring savvy for you.
I might not like it, but it works. Oh,
There's just no need for that. And the crowd letting him know all about it.
I love our crowd, Anthony. They'll let you know if they're not happy with you.
Oh. Brien eating a big elbow there. Oh, that's just rude all day. Mike Patrick introducing Leo Brien's face to his bootlaces, having him take a close inspection.
Took a swing and missed.
Oh, poke in the eye. Oh, well, that speaks for itself now, doesn't it?
Indeed. Once again, Mike Patrick not going for anything big, nothing risky, just maintaining control. Oh, Jerome Hendricks coming in with a choke.
Yeah, how smart. He's just backing up, talking to the referee, getting his attention, allowing an opportunity for Jerome Hendricks to use the underhanded tactics and choke Brien there in the corner.
That was a nice big deal. Again, Michael Patrick playing this match smart. You know, I think he has a little more respect for Leo Brien's ability than he's willing to let on. He's keeping him grounded. He's not going for anything risky. Maintaining control. Shots to the head. Leo Brien deciding he wants to fight back.
I think it wasn't that he wasn't deciding to fight back. He hasn't had the opportunity to. They've been right on top of him the whole time. I mean, these are some big boys. These are not cruiserweights. It's not junior heavyweights by no stretch of the imagination. It does take a little bit more gas to get these guys around the ring than it would, let's say, someone my size.
I'm not going to argue with that. All right, Mike Patrick, again, playing it smart. Putting Leo Brien on the ground. Grinding him down, making him work for movement, work for air.
Lack of oxygen makes it hard to move that body. Leo Brien flying back. Big flying cross body off the ropes. Patrick kicks up at 2, followed up by a big clothesline, depositing Leo Brien back onto the canvas.
Now, it almost looked like he cranked his arm into that to put a little more elbow into it. I could be wrong, though. Oh, the bare knee drop. That...
I'll split your eye wide open, split your forehead wide open, bone on bone.
Jerome Hendricks distracting the referee, and Michael Patrick actually not taking advantage of that.
If you don't call a front face choke taking advantage, again, if choking was legal where you learned, I'm glad I didn't go there.
One.
He's choking him out with that guillotine, but the position of the ref, I mean, he's looking right at him.
Yeah, again.
Maybe he got a little bit more chin in there than it at first suspected.
No, I believe I made the same mistake. I thought he had a simple front face lock. I didn't realize it was a choke. I guess you saw, your experience allowed you to see that.
came out. Headbutt. Came to that atomic drop. He fell into the corner. Coming back out. Bumped heads. Got a little too excited and paid for it. That's that inexperience, that youthfulness of Leo Brien. Even though he's getting all these matches under his belt, that he gets too excited still. He not quite mentally there yet. Physically, his game in the ring is very solid, but mentally he still makes those mistakes.
Hammering away at Michael Patrick.
Big sunset flip.
Oh, wait.
Turning him over. What are
What
those?
is this? He's got a very
camel clutch?
Some very strange.
Whatever it is, it
wins
works.
by-
Mike Patrick submits to the variant camel clutch. Or excuse me, Boston Crab. Mike Patrick, that looked like it sure took it out of him. He tapped as quick as he could out of there. A man that big definitely doesn't have much give in the back area right there.
Not at all. And Leo Brien, your new #1 contender for the heavyweight title.
Well earned. And that concludes another match here at DWI. We'll see you the next time. Looking forward to it.